Alright guys, so here we are with the Moto Z2 Force has finally made its way to the channel. And this is a beautiful device. This is that Motorola that we know that we're going to get. And it's nothing new. This is a good look. This is Motorola's one of their best offerings at the moment. But they've got other offerings that are a little bit more affordable. But this was on sale and I couldn't pass it up. This was on sale at T-Mobile for $300, and I just felt like there's no reason why I can't get this now. The Moto Z2 Force has some pretty impressive specs with it lines up with today's standards by far. This is what we're doing right now. 5.5-inch Quad HD display, dual 12 megapixel cameras on the rear, shooting at 4K and 6 frames per second. You know the drill. 5 megapixel on the front with an LED flash as well. That is super impressive. And this is a dual tone LED flash. Now, this does have, there's a couple of versions of this. Now there's a 6 gig version, but this is a 4 gig version. But it does have a Snapdragon 835, a 2730 milliamp hour battery on this thing. And it is actually really nice. Now I'm doing a restore and this thing is heating up. It's getting really hot to the touch. So I'll probably pop it on the charger and let it sit. And its screen is shatterproof. This is a selling point of this device. I'm pretty sure this phone will get Nougat. I'm more than certain that it will. And not Nougat, I'm sorry, Oreo. Nougat, Oreo. There's no headphone jack this time. You get an adapter and you get Type-C. You get the SIM tray that doubles with an SD card slot microphone up there. This brushed aluminum look is really cool, but it will be getting covered up here in just a second. This does have fast charging. The front mounted fingerprint reader is super fast, as what Motorola always has. You know, you get the Moto mods. And if you bought this phone during the month of November to the end of the year, I think it is, you get a free projector mod. So I obviously got that too. This comes in super black, which is what I really wanted, but T-Mobile only offers the lunar gray. And this is the Moto Z2 Force. Now I do have my Moto mod right here that I picked up from Best Buy because I knew that this phone was going to be really thin, and so I was proactive. And the battery is kind of small, so I got the Moto mod. I got the Motorola version, the 2200 milliamp hour battery. So you pop it on, and then you'll see it automatically says Moto mods detected, and there it is. Let's get a screenshot. You probably wonder why I do screenshots on certain things. It's because I tweaked certain things out just like that. So this Moto mod here is like an intelligent Moto mod. It'll start to charge the phone once it gets really low. And it doesn't add bulk to the phone really at all. And it also gives you some coverage for your camera. The camera is deeply recessed now. And then also now you have a Motorola logo right there. And that's what I like about the Moto version. This is really nice. Wanted to keep it all Motorola if I could. Last time I did Incipio, but that's just what it is. So I'll pop my SIM card in here and I'll start using this as well. Got a couple of phones that I'm using over the weekend. This Moto mod is definitely the mod that I was wanting to purchase once I knew that I was going to get the free projector mod. And that's what it was. So currently, this is that same Motorola setup that we know and love. It's running 7.1.1. I'm doing a restore here. And let me see here. Let's go to, gotta get in here. Storage. There we go. So of the 64, 21 is used so far. And remember, I'm doing a restore, so it's eating it up. But there's your 4 gigs of RAM. I wish the 6 gig of RAM version would have come to the US. But that's just what it is. So here it is, the Moto Z2 Force. So many people have requested this. And I thought, you know what? Now's the time to buy it. Now, the one thing about this phone is this is a big phone. Even though it's super thin, it's a big phone. Let me bring in the Note 8 here and show you what I mean. This phone is a pretty big phone for it to be the size that it is. So here's the Note 8 right here. And then here's the U11, which has a 5.5-inch display too. Now it's about the size of a U11, but the problem with I'm not gonna say problem. The thing about this phone is it's wide, so and it's super thin. So when I put the Moto mod on, it feels better. That's the iPhone 10, and then here's the Xiaomi Mi Max 2, just for reference. You can see how small it is and how big it is. But there you have it, man. Moto Z2 Force. Now let's take a look at the cameras like I always do. Alright guys, so here's the Moto Z2 Force rear camera shooting in 4K. This thing is gorgeous. The cell phone game right now, the smartphone market, it is so, you can get good footage from probably, I'm going to say 80% of the cameras that are coming out, even if they're pocket friendly. This 4K sample is super nice. Looks a little jittery through the viewfinder, but I'll see once I get it on the computer. But I mean, as far as like me panning, but the quality on here is really, really good. Wow, look at that footage. Let's take a walk down. They don't claim to have any kind of EIS, I believe, on here. I don't think they have EIS, definitely not OIS on here. I didn't really check, to be honest. I just like the footage. Let's zoom here. Wow, that zoomed far. That's pretty good, man. It's 8x zoom. Quality is meh, you know, it's alright. Not nothing to, that's me zooming, by the way, sorry. I should have just swiped up on the left side of the screen. That's how you zoom. You swipe up on the left side of the screen, and you swipe down on the left side of the screen to zoom out. So my mistake with the zoom. But folks, this is really good footage here. You can get some great footage from these phones nowadays. Like, I've learned that they're not really DSLR quality, but they're fantastic. Let's take a look at the front. Now, Motorola is known for having some great cameras on the front and the rear, and I don't think this phone is an exception. I think this phone is absolutely fantastic from what I can see in the viewfinder. Looks really good, and audio should be good too.